started up her own business, the juggling of being a mummy, being a wife, and trying to run a business as well. Perhaps some of you are thinking, you know what, I don't want to go back to the rat race of work after I've had my little one. What can I do? I'd like to set up my own business, so perhaps she will inspire you. So let's bring her out. It's Mosey Jones. How you doing? All right, how are you? Oh, very well, thank you. You've come up from Reading this morning, haven't you?
The husband's driving.
Oh, good, good, good. We like that. Are they in the audience? Can we get them away?
They're over there.
Hello!
Filming for posterity.
Filming. Oh, look, he's all grinning at mummy. Give us a little bit of a background about you. And get that mic right up to the mouth there so we can hear you.
I don't want anyone to hear me. What have I got to say? I'm a journalist.
Okay.
I've been a journalist for about 10 years.
Okay.
And enduring the horrendous commute into London every day. And then went and made a good decision. Let's go and have a family. And, you know, pregnant with the first child, and I thought, I really don't want to go back to work.
No.
I quite like this toddler group lifestyle.
Yeah, cups of coffee, chatting to other mummies.
Exactly, but I have to say that after a while I was thinking, you know what, little grey cells, they need a bit. So I thought, okay, I haven't given this enough thought, I'll go back to the office.
Yeah.
And I know, literally about 5 minutes after arriving, I thought, oh, this was the worst idea.
Yeah.
So I thought, how can I get away with this? I know, I'll get pregnant again. Another 12 months off, hooray. Not that I don't get any sleep and
I know. It's harder work sometimes than going to the office.
Much. The husband won't believe me.
Yeah.
He just doesn't believe that it's harder work, but am I right?
I think the mummies out there will say it is.
And
really
frankly, the boys, they're going to work. How many people do they get interrupted by in the middle of a conference call saying, Mom, can you wipe my parcel? I've had 3 calls like that.
I know, it's rather embarrassing, isn't it? So you're going to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you set up your own business. And hopefully give some a few tips for some people out there that perhaps not wanting to go back to work either.
Exactly. A few tips, which is basically everything I tell you, don't do.
Okay. All right, then, I'll leave it to you. I'll see you.
Thanks very much. So yeah, it's amazing. Isn't this a fantastic place? Talking about mumpreneurs, I've had a chance to walk around a lot of the stalls, and there's some amazing stuff out there. And I guarantee about 50% of the stalls you're seeing out there are mumpreneurs, you know, slings. And how do you get to be a mumpreneur, you know? Do you have to come up with this most amazing idea that nobody else has had? Partly, yeah. But equally, you just have to have a passion. And these ideas, they can spring out at you from nowhere. I mean, I don't know how many of you have sat there in those toddler groups that I've been talking about, and you've been having a cake and a coffee, and you're just sitting there going, why don't they make And you know it's made your life so much easier, and everyone's agreeing with you. So, you know, part of me thinks, why not? And a lot of people think, well, I couldn't make something, could I? I used to be a nurse. You know, I used to be a secretary, I used to be a lawyer. I'm not a manufacturer, I'm not a product maker, I'm not a service provider. Why not? You know, you've made a baby, you're already on the production line. So, you know, you've just been given a really good opportunity. You've got, well, if you take the full government-sponsored time, you've got 12 months, 9 of which you get a statutory pay for. So yeah, it's not a lot, but I guess it covers what? Telephone bills, gas bills, that sort of thing. So it's not like you're completely unemployed. You do have some money coming in. So you can afford maybe take a little bit of a risk. Now, we're all thinking in this sort of economic climate, I don't want to take a risk, don't overdraft. The last thing I need is a bank loan and a business manager. I'm not saying, you know, go out and start a multinational. Do what I did, which is start small. Start really, really small. In my case, 1 customer for 3 months. But, you know, you can have an idea, and there's no harm in trying to follow it through. I mean, we were sitting in our little toddler group, and we had so many ideas, let me tell you. You know those baby backpacks? You go out walking, the babies in the backpack. And I keep thinking they're little legs. They're awful chilly. So we came up with an idea of, you know, having like these little sleeping bags for legs. And then I just had visions of myself spending all night quilting bags for these things. And I thought, you know what? That's not me. So we moved on to the next idea. For some bizarre reason, I went on a holiday across Europe when boy number 2 was 6 weeks old. I thought, you know, it's possible. But it didn't factor into the fact that I'd had no sleep, and was stretched every which way, and boy number 1 was already quite annoying, 3 years old. And I was on a train for about 15 hours. They didn't like me with a buggy in the aisle, so I thought, what am I going to do with this baby? And in the end, me and the in-laws were just passing this baby round, trying to keep it, arms by the end of it. Oh, I need another holiday after the holiday.
Why?
So we thought, why not have an inflatable baby bassinet? You could blow it up, stick it on the table in the train, and then just deflate it and stick it in your pocket when you left. Then I thought, that needs a prototype. Don't know how to do prototype. So that idea. By the way, if you feel like pinching these ideas, feel free. I was just too lazy to follow through on them. Then we thought, I got inspiration because I lost boy number 1. Not for the first time, I hasten to add. I was in a shopping mall, and you know how in shopping malls they don't really have doors for the stores that you're in. And I thought, oh, just, I'm in the